Hi, I'm Gideon, and I'm an owner of a real estate marketing agency. And I give Zapier 5 stars. For more reviews like this one, click below. Well, prior to using Zapier, I didn't use any alternative products. Rather, I would manually take the effort of opening 2 separate windows on my computer and copying and pasting information over. For some tasks, I was able to hire virtual assistants to do a lot of that, but my client onboarding process is one that I really couldn't trust in the hands of somebody else. I needed to have, personal hands on, and I used to dread doing it because every time I signed a new client, in my mind, I knew that that was 2 nights of lost sleep because it took me exactly 2 nights of staying up after I would put the kids to bed at night. The only available time to me was at night. I would sit down and take my, 61 step process to create a new client in my system. And it was a nightmare because it left me exhausted the next day. And as exciting as it was to get a new client, that feeling was tempered by the dread that I would have to do all that manual onboarding. The reason that I chose Zapier is because everywhere I look, every single software, SaaS software that I stuck my hands in, all integrated with Zapier, and they were announcing it and touting it as a feature. And it got me curious to find out what it was. And once I did learn how much time and how much anxiety and headache it could save me, it was just a no brainer. Once I started getting into Zapier, it wasn't difficult at all for me because I'm a very procedural minded person. And connecting my different apps to Zapier couldn't have been easier. It was just simple permission dialog windows, and the user interface is such a flowchart oriented system. It works just like my brain. I had no trouble at all, connecting in all my software processes and the steps that I take, and that's it. I would complete a zap and no longer have to do any of that manual cutting and pasting ever again. For anyone who is considering Zapier, I absolutely would give it a start. You can build your first few zaps very modestly, you can get your foot in the door at a very modest plan. I used that and quickly found I could automate my onboarding process. But as I continued investigating, I found more and more business processes that I could automate with Zapier. And, in no time at all, I had escalated up to a higher tier offering, so that I could get faster execution times, so I could get more processes, more app integrations. Absolutely worth it because I scour my own introspectively. I scour my own business processes, hunting for processes that I can automate now with Zapier. Anything I can take off my plate, the multiplication effect of all the time saved, absolutely worth it.